Recently I got asked if it is financially worth it to become a veterinarian, and I think this is a huge question, and if you are a veterinarian yourself, I encourage you to comment your answer below before I say mine. I do a lot of presentations to undergrad and pre-vet and veterinary students, and this is a question that I got asked recently: is it financially worth it to become a veterinarian? My answer, like everything else in vet med, is it depends. It depends on how many loans you have to take out, how much money in loans you have to take out. It depends where you're from, where you want to practice, if you're in-state, out-of-state for school, if you want to practice in a city versus rural, and how rural. Because in order to qualify for loan repayment, you have to be pretty dang rural. Sometimes the more rural you are, the more you sacrifice mentorship, and sometimes also work-life balance with that. And pay. If you're getting lower pay, if you're getting your loans paid off, there's pros and cons. My boss at my last clinic and one of my mentors, he always says that you have to think about 5 things. You have to think about your financial goals, how much money you want to make, location and how important that is to you, mentorship, work-life balance, and species. Naturally, if you're working on dogs and cats, you're going to make more money than large animals. If you're in a city, you're going to make more money than rural. And then work-life balance depends totally on where you are. There are equine places that have great work-life balance, small animal places that have horrible work-life balance. Depends if being balanced is important to you and what your definition of balance is. Some people don't like to be balanced. In my situation, I took out a lot of loans to become a vet. As much as I hate the fact that I will be paying off those loans for the rest of my life, I am guaranteed a certain level of income, which is higher than the average income in the US. And so I do think that that is something that is valuable at this point in time economically. But also, I'm someone who, even though I have a lot of loans, it is closer to the 200,000 mark versus my classmates who are at 400,000. They are really having to go into the higher paying small animal corporate type jobs. I don't know if this answer helps at all, and I hope that other people leave their answers in the comments. In summary, I would say that yes, financially, for me, I feel safe knowing that I am guaranteed a certain level of income and it is doing something that I love. My goal when I started college was I want to work with horses all day, every day. I get paid enough to live. I get paid enough to pay off my loans. It's not the most luxurious career. I have friends who went into IT and they're making the amount I took out in loans in 1 year. That is just not something that interests me. So it depends where your priorities are. If you're a horse person and you're considering vet school, think about if you like it as a hobby versus as your entire job. I love